What I feel fighting does, and really any sport, and why I think it's so great for um, people in general, but especially young people to get involved in either sports or fighting, is what you can do is you can simulate in a very short amount of time challenges that you're going to face in life. All right. The same anxiety that I had walking out to fight somebody was the same anxiety that I had when I was sitting at a boardroom in New
Mhm.
York City interviewing with a guy that went to Harvard and another guy that went to Yale. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Um, or, for example, I noticed that I had a tendency in a lot of my fights to not do too well in the first round. Right. And, second round and then third round, I came back stronger, which, and again, there might not be any correlation. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but when I was studying for my CFA exam, one of the tutors was like, you're an anomaly. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, you get most of the questions wrong on the first half of the exam, and then the second half you do much better. Whereas most people, it's the opposite. And I feel like every problem that you face in the ring is showing up somewhere in your life. And you have to figure out what that is. And if you do, your life can be much better because of it.
But you're also speaking to like what I was saying with my son, where I was saying I want him to feel lost now and continue because it's what your tutor was saying is the problem that most people have is that first taste of adversity, that first whiff of like I may fail, they just quit and go do something else.
Mhm.
But you literally have been trained for the third round, not the first.
Right.
So you'll take more hits than most, but you'll get there.
And, it was funny too, not to keep harping on the exam, but I was really nervous
Yeah, I
going
know.
into
You
that
were freaking
exam.
out.
I was really nervous, but it was the same thing. The way you have to control your emotions going into a fight so you can perform well, well, it's the same thing going into a job interview,
Yep.
going into, take a big exam, no matter what it is. And again, that's why fighting or, even any sports can simulate challenges in life in a very short amount of time. And like I said, if you can figure out, where your weak areas are and improve on them and even your strengths, I mean, you can translate that into any aspect in life.